Okay, there should be the audio input channel from my voice.
Okay, you just went live.
Hopefully we got your voice too.
I have no idea since I'm muted. This should be fun.
Yeah, I'm not...
Hold on a moment. Oh, that's right. Double muted. Yep, I hear me.
Okay, are we live?
We are live, and I just heard my voice come through the thing, so everything is up and running, if not quite, normal. Or what passes for normal around this joint.
Hello, everyone. Sorry for the... Wow, that was almost a 50-minute delay. Dang it! I had to get OBS up and running.
Oh, good lord. We reached all the way down the stack to OBS.
Yes, we had to reach all the way down the stack to OBS.
And just think, with any luck, next week, maybe even tomorrow, you could be getting used to this all over again.
Yeah, so folks know, effectively what happened was we got everything up and going. I updated my graphics card. I updated all the programs. I tested everything. And suddenly it didn't want to connect to Twitch, even though it was connected to Twitch. So I tried the
Twitch reasons.
Yeah, because reasons. So I tried the Twitch beta streamer, which used to be very good until they stopped supporting Windows 7, which both Rindis and I are running.
Now, that's part of the having to get used to things all over again. That's starting to change.
So neither of them are functioning correctly, so I had to go down to OBS, which is a little heavier of a program for what we're doing. You could do some really nice things with it, but at the same extent, it can sometimes be annoying to work with.
Well, for what we're doing, OBS is
overkill.
Trying to hit a fly with a sledgehammer.
Yeah, OBS is overkill for what we're doing, but, well, that's where we are, so here we are. We're streaming out. Hopefully your guys' frame rate looks okay. Hopefully your sound is okay. If you have any issues, please mention it in chat, and we'll try and jump on it.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, let's get this road on the show.
Yes, we have a hair appointment.
Indeed. I think... Which one is which? I think we should do Rising to the Challenge first, because that's a quickie.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I was off. Yep.
And the other one will send us all over the place.
But of course! Rising to the challenge. Edouan is ill-pleased with the carelessness of the winch's customers.
Hello, Ripley. Hello, Tigress. Hello, Octavia. Welcome to the show. Hello, all you lurkers out there.
Yes, you in the back. You're lurking. I see you. Hi to you, too.
We all know how it feels to have one too many, and that's why I'll not fault our patrons for much of what goes on at our tables. But is it too much to ask if they keep their belongings on their person when they leave? It wouldn't bother me so much if half of them didn't show up a week later, ranting and raving as if their drunken heedlessness was somehow my fault. Take this impressive-looking journal right here. As oft used as it seems to be, I've no doubt its owner is tearing up the town searching for his prized possession. A stranger he was, a swarthy Rogaden who enjoyed his drink. Seemed to be getting on well with one of the regulars, Quintinin. Perhaps he can catch up with him and spare me the headache, I'd offer you a free drink, but the last time I did that, Baron docked my wages. So docking wages is no good. I need better glasses too. That was kind of hard to read.
Aww.
Unfortunately, I just spent all my money on computer parts.
Yes. Have I seen who? Look, just because I spend more nights at the wench than in me own home, doesn't mean I'm mates with every sod who comes stumbling through the doors. Wait a minute. That bloody book. Why didn't you say so sooner? The tight-erst bastard drained 20 flagons and promptly passed out, leaving yours truly to foot the bill. Said he was hidden for an airport. Aye, where else is scurvy sop? I'm willing, he's still stranded at the ferry docks, though the gods know it won't help me get... Though the gods know it won't help get me Gil back. This is what you get for unrehearsed lines.
Woohoo! Okay, down to the docks.
Or as a conductor once said, live music.
Yes! That was awesome.
Yes, it was.
We went a couple weeks ago to...
Just about a month ago now.
Yeah.
It was at the very end of January, so it's been 4 weeks.
To an actual FF concert in Berkeley. And it was awesome. But the first piece they started off on a wrong note. He got like 3 bars in, stopped, turned on the mic, turned to the audience and went, live music, and then restarted everything.
Yeah.
He was definitely having fun with the audience.
Gonna be one of those nights, I see.
Oh yeah, my load time is horrible. This is why we're doing the rebuild tomorrow.
Yeah.
Of which, if people
at least I hope it's tomorrow. Depending on how long the hard drive wants to take for part 3 of
we're going the wrong way.
saving off files.
Yeah, one of the problems, if you've been following my stream lately, is I've been having some hardware issues. And it is most certainly connected with the RAM. Yeah. Because this machine should have 12 gigs of RAM.
No, it should have 16.
Yeah,
it's been reporting 12 for ages.
And now it's reporting 7. We're not sure if it's the actual RAM sticks or the connectors on the motherboard. It doesn't matter. They are both so old that we are better off just upgrading things. So I dropped a fair chunk of change yesterday to get a new processor, motherboard, and RAM upgrade, and we'll be building it out tomorrow, and hopefully, knock on wood, we'll have it all done in time for the stream tomorrow night for Deep Dungeons.
Yeah.
Wish us luck.
Which means the priorities are getting your graphics card updated, getting FF14 installed, getting Discord installed, and whatever the Twitch program is, which should work properly on 10.
Though I should probably go ahead and install OBS as a backup just in case.
Yeah.
Anyway, Waste Lead.
If you have business with me, be quick about it. My ferry and my next great adventure await.
You left your book back at the winch?
Well-worn journal. An impressively bound journal, unceremoniously forgotten under a table at the Drowning Wench. My journal! Why, I thought I'd lost it forever. Pardon my rudeness, friend. Perhaps I should have stopped after 19 flagons. Ha! Did you steal a glance at his pages, perchance? No. Shame that. For this book contains, how might I say it, a record of my numerous adventures. Quite the inspiring read, if I do say so myself, which I believe I just did! Ha ha! You've the air of an adventure about you, if one still untested. But take heart, even the most accomplished adventurer, and I speak personal experience, was once a whelp with more dreams than sense.
I think you still have more dreams than sense.
I wasn't going to say it to his face.
Was that my outside voice?
Oh,
Oops.
yeah.
Sorry.
Were there only some way for me to repay your... Oh, but of course, I have a fresh journal right here that might as well have your name on it. Why not keep a record of your own that one day we might regale each other with stories of our deeds? And with that, I shall be off for adventure. And a flagon or 20 of the realm's finest ale calls me. Fare you well on your journey, and next time you find yourself at the wench, do thank that Elysian fellow for his generosity. Ha ha! You bastard, you ran out on him on purpose.
Of course he did. Nice, Paul.
Yes.
Perhaps he should have stopped when his feet went numb. Nice.
You now have access to the challenge log, which will serve as a record of your adventuring exploits. To open it, select logs from the main menu, followed by a challenge log. And when I found out we'd be doing this tonight, my reaction was basically, do you have to lock everything away?
Yes. Everything that you need in this game is locked behind a story quest. Everything. I'm surprised they don't have a story quest to use bathrooms.
Don't give Yoshi P any more ideas.
Hello, Drake. Welcome.
Hey. Oh, trust me, I was appreciating having it just earlier today, so yeah. Since every time that high-quality crafting log goes off, I get a healthy chunk of a level, and I'm desperately trying to level my crafting.
The dozen.
Good for what ails you. Oh dear. There's a hectic flush of panic on Dozen's face as he looks wildly about Hawker's round. Oh dear, my cask of ale is gone, and it had to be the one ordered by someone who doesn't brook tardiness. I would bring the matter to the Maelstrom, or perhaps seek help from the Yellow Jackets, but my client would likely frown on involving anyone official. An adventurer such as yourself, though, would be capable of doing a little unofficial investigating. Will you find the stolen ale for me? It was right outside Fisherman's Bottom. Someone surely saw something. What's that? You would have the client's name? Oh, none of that. Discretion creates opportunities. Now, do go to Fisherman's Bottom and make your inquiries before this cold of mine grows worse. Bloody executioners!
Right. Yeah, generally when you get them outside of the MSQ for the unlock quests, it's because they've added them later in the cycle of the game.
Yeah. Though they've gone back and added a fair number of unlock quests as they've gone along. It was not quite this segregated by questing when we started. Way
Oh, wait, we need
back
to go
when.
to full... I thought we need to go to the boat. It's been so long, I don't remember. Oh, no, we need to go to the ferry boat. Then we go to the main boat.
Hello, Mr. Porter. Looking for Dodozan's cask of ale, eh? I'll help you. Dodozan ain't a bad sort for a swaven trader. There's a topper come asking after the cask. Wanted to know if there's ale, the poxy fool.
Yeah, Rendis and I, when we started FF, it was right when AAR was going. We ended up taking a couple-year hiatus from it and came back, and there were a whole bunch of changes that were actually good quality of life changes. The changing quest markers were one of them.
Yeah.
If it's the blue and gold symbol on fire, that's a main story quest. If it's blue and gold, that means there's an unlock involved in the chain somewhere. And then a simple gold marker is a pure side quest. It is purely optional. And that was actually nice, because originally you could not tell the side quests from the unlock quests from the main story quest. You just kind of floundered around.
Yeah.
After the cask, well, I can't rightly say if it's your cask, but there was this big fellow come by recently carrying one. He asked me if I had smoked mackerel and what would go down with a nice ale. Tain't the only thing I know, neither. That louse wore black, and you know what that means. The bloody executioners.
Second reference to them we've gotten.
Small-boned seller.
He sells small bones.
You can't get more small-boned than a Lalafell.
Probably. Did I see someone walk off with a cask of ale? Why, sure, it was during the afternoon offloading. Fella didn't look like a thief, though. Hoisted the cask, walked right on over to the Astalicia. Thank you for throwing in a non-standard name.
Hey, at least it isn't a Rogaine name. Then we'd really be tripping over it.
Yeah. And for once, we actually go inside a ship.
Yeah, this is like one of the only ships I've ever seen you can actually walk inside of. And
They may be pirates, but we ain't uncivilized.
Yeah, they're all clean their little hearts out. Did I lose you? Oh, there you are.
The decks, they may be stained with the blood of more men than there be in all Elimza. I don't know if he's trying to impress me or intimidate me. Maybe both.
Oh dear. By the way, you come over here.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like Jackie's having a bad time again.
Oh dear.
Sorry, I couldn't resist that. Young executioner.
Good one, Ripley. They're wiping off the fingerprints.
Yes.
What are you looking at? This is a dance to duel. A dance duel. Much more important than anything you got. Much, much more. You may be able to scamper up there again to the crow's nest, but can you get down? Not for sirens to eat, you great clodhopper.
Beggin' pardon, Captain, but there ain't no Cody alive heavier on her feet than a great Galutin Rogaden such as yourself.
Well said, Captain, and well retroed, you bloody sunseeker. Or was you a moonkeeper? What other lands they got here? Who even cares, am I right?
You're drunk, that's what you are.
Who are you, anyway? There was a whole passel of you before, but now there's only one. That's a miser's trick, it is. Actually, there's two of us. You're really having trouble. Nope, nothing worse than a miser. This worse than what was the matter, Admiral. What was his name? He didn't like no drinking nor dancing. Bad for corals. Corals? Can't be right. Corals! Ah, of course you're right there, lassie. Should never doubt myself. Anyway, this madrigal, I'll call a madrigal pinch fist, passed decrees like they was farts. He decreed no dancing within a hand's reach of spirits. But no madrigal's smarter than a sailing man. We just stopped reaching with our hands altogether. Ha! We inventiated step dancing. That showed Madrigal pinch fist and his corals.
Yeah, he's out.
He should be.
Any minute now.
Hey, that's right, lassie. Gets me all fired up too. Makes you think like, oh, I know, you want to dance. And this time I just thought you was being churlish, but... No, I insist. Dance first, talk later. That's the way of it.
Why
Time
is
to
it always
perform
with
for our adoring audience.
Yeah, pretty much. And we do it better than anyone else here.
Oh, yeah. Why, you cagey sea fox, dance like sailing folk you do. Could swear there's three of you. Or was I just... Never mind. You're practically a sister now. You ask me anything.
Oi. Yeah, about that case of missing ale.
Cash of Dudas and ale? Carried it off from Fisherman's Bottom me very own self, I did. And to matter of fact, we'd already drunk all we had aboard. Of course, Dudason's getting paid for it. Someday. Don't make a difference if he frits a night or two.
I think he just opened his mouth too far.
Time for some coralizing. Why, ye reprobate Orson, that's the tale of that task you lugged in. Blackguard, you dare call yourself a bloody executioner, all hugger-mugger about what belongs to who? Dodazin has the cods not to mule about the colors we wear, and we play him for a fool. I'm sorry, Captain. Wasn't thinking that through. Got to fix that, I do. It's what they call a coral failing. Adventurer, I beg pardon for my man. I swear, Lemland mistook him for an oyster and gave him grit for brains when she made him. Since you're already here, how about you square our account with Dodazon? Take this payment to him. We'd be much obliged. He danced with us and all, so I'm trusting the guild won't inspire any failing me. That's some long keel on the Astalicia, if you take me meaning.
Yeah, right. No stealing from pirates.
No. I don't take kindly to it.
No bitten from your fellow pirate or your bittens get bittens. That was horrible. I know. I'll go away now. I just can't talk like Jackie no matter how hard I try.
Excuse you.
Yeah, sorry guys. Please excuse the cough. I am still getting over this thing. We're going on to 3 weeks now, and I'm still getting over it. I will be so glad to be over it.
You will wave goodbye to it in the rearview mirror.
Pretty much.
of the annoying thing is the incubation period was just long enough that I really avoided getting it.
I went the wrong way, didn't I?
I don't know.
Yeah, I totally went the wrong way because I'm an idiot.
I'm just following you.
Now we're at the exact farthest point from the quest turn in we can possibly be without being up the stairs.
Okay then. Well, there was an unlock that we won't be getting to anytime soon.
Oh yeah, but I'm going after that one. That is going to be my range.
You want to sing and
DPS.
dance? You want to sing and dance like the Pirates of Penzance?
Yeah, pretty much. Dodazan?
There you are, not a moment too soon. Did you find my ale?
No, but we found the money for your ale.
Dodozan's payment. Money owed Dodozan by the bloody executioners for the delivery of ale. Huh. Well, that's the price I was to receive. But where did you get it? Oh, from the from the clients themselves? I see, yes. There's always some blustery young fellow like that. Hasn't earned his swallows or stars yet, I'll wager. Cods, you say? Captain Moonskin is kind to say so, I'm sure. I hail from Ulda. We trade with anyone if they've got gil to pay. Pirates, princes, they're all the same to me. And if I know these particular pirates, and I do, I'll be wanting another cask soon to drink away this little fracas. Many thanks, adventurer.
No problem.
And we have a new dance.
We have a new dance. Whee! A new dance in stupidly high heels. Okay, that's 2 down, 1 to go. And the next one's going to be the doozy. And it's back up at the winch. Did I scrape you?
Nope,
Okay.
I'm just slow.
Okay. By the way, did we do our 15 quests for these classes? I don't remember.
Yes.
I'll see you in a
Double
second.
check once I load.
Nope,
Yep,
nope.
yep, we've done them.
I have one called Stifled Screams. I have not done mine.
Oh dear!
So let's get these unlocks and then I'll go.
You've been a bad rogue.
I've been a very bad rogue.
But now you're going to Rouge.
Watch out, the party might be overpowdered.
Yes. Beauty is only scalp deep. Rumors of a dangerous madman about town have Joby ill at ease. I don't blame her.
Excuse me? You're either a brave woman or a fool, friend, to be wandering around the streets at Limsa tonight with that slasher of Fisherman's Bottom on the loose. You've not heard? There's a madman about. Why, it's said he brandished his blades so long and sharp that they could gut a whale. No one's even seen any blood yet, but that hasn't stopped the rumors from sending shivers up the spines of every alehouse in town. You'll still be standing before me, tells me you don't scare easily as the rest. Perhaps you can assist with the investigation. To start with, you might want to look into that scream I just heard outside. flustered man.
Why will no one listen? My blades! I must have my blades!
And you need
Yeah.
to poof him up a bit.
Yeah, I hadn't realized quite who it was, and I can't poof that much. I do not poof.
What are you waiting for? That's him! The slasher! Apprehend him, toss him in the gale, and throw away the key! Or gut him and feed his lifeless body to the sharks, for all I care. Just do something! Woe is me! Whatever did I do to deserve this cruel fate? For 6 moons I saved every last gill of my husband's hard-earned wages, foregoing new shoes and a new purse, and sometimes even food for our children, all in anticipation of this day. What's so special about today, you ask? Why, this day marks the arrival of the world-renowned aesthetician in Limsa. My endless patience and self-control were to be rewarded with a hair-raising transformation that would be the every fashion-conscious lemons and oohings and eyeings and admiration. Instead, I find myself accosted by this lecherous lout. Speaking of which, weren't you going to do something about this? Go ahead, have your way with him. I doubt he has anything to say for himself.
You are enjoying yourself.
Sorry. I doubt you, flustered man.
Oh, the ignominy of it all. Of course you take her side. For shame, is there not one sympathetic ear in this entire nation? An artiste of my renown should be welcomed with open arms and a 21 cannon salute. Instead, I am branded a criminal, the tools of my trade, nay, the extensions of my very soul, ripped unceremoniously from my person like the particles from the side of a frigate. I will not last long in my weakened state. No, even as we speak, the world around me grows dim. With my dying breaths I speak unto you 3 names, 3 kind souls who may yet put right what has gone so frightfully wrong. Forge Master Hanaza of Naldik and Vimeles, Guildmaster Beaton of the Gradanian Carpenters Guild, and Severian at the Alchemist Guild in Ulda. Yeah, they are sending us everywhere. If there is an ounce of compassion in you, seek them out and tell them Jandalane sent you. When my soul is restored and my name rightfully cleared, all of Limsa, nay, the entire realm will sing your praises. For I, Jandalane, am none other than the
Nice. Yeah, this guy. And there are a lot of failed thespians around here. Trust me.
I was wondering if you meant the NPCs or us.
Okay, let's start with Hananza over at the Blacksmith's Guild. Oh, Hananza! There's this weird kind of Ellison man. Says you'd be a kind soul to him. Jandalane sent you? Let me guess. The blimey fool's lost his tools. Pardon me, the appendages of his very soul.
Yes, that is what he said.
And is thrashing and tossing around like the end of days is nigh.
Yes.
The man brings it on himself. If he toned down the theatrics and went about his work like an earnest craftsman, I dare say he'd save himself these misunderstandings. No, I've not a whit of sympathy for the fool. You, however, have my pity indeed for having to play audience to his winning. Any road. This should shut him up for a while. Tell him that if he loses these, I'll graft the next pair to his bloody hands.
You should take her seriously. She'd do it.
Oh, she totally would. Not quite as bad as Giva of the Leatherworkers Guild, but we won't get to that quest. But at one point, Giva actually threatens to flay someone, then use his skin to make sandals so she can grind him into the dirt on a daily basis.
Yes! Yes, that was lovely.
We're going by airship.
Darn straight. So where to?
I think we're going to Gridania next. Just
Okay, Gridania. No, wait, no! Sorry, he left without you.
What are you talking about? You're not here. I'm on the boat.
No, I am right here. I just departed, and I tried to hold the airship for you, but he didn't listen. He never listens.
I think these are one-person airships. Well, one person plus the pilot.
Oh, the airship was not fast enough.
Huh?
No, there was a final gold cellar before I left.
Couldn't quite get
Airship couldn't get me out of range in time.
I just want to know how long he spent wasting the company money learning to park that well.
Okay.
Nope, I'm back on the spinning pizza wheel. Hello, Mr. Spinning Pizza Wheel. Nice to meet you. Oh, hi! The world just reappeared.
Did everything go dark?
Yes. Dark and dingy. Anything special here except for the actual... Nope. Okay. I do warn you, little lady's day's coming up. No, don't want to talk to him. Want to go talk to Master Beaton, who's both incredibly wise and clueless, all rolled into one. I don't know how he manages it. Hello, Mr. Beaton.
A message from Jandalin, you say? So he's lost another one. Does the man not understand that wood doesn't simply grow on, or actually it does, at least in a manner of speaking, but the fact remains that resources are in short supply? For all his flowery words, if his tools were truly an extension of his very being, one would think he'd find a way to hold on to them for more than a fortnight or two. Jandallane's skills are not to be doubted, but his temperament leaves much to be desired. Still, it is not my place to judge. Take this to him, and let us both hope that he will right his ways.
That's two.
Mm-hmm.
back to the airships.
Airship or chocobo porter? I suppose they don't go all the way through without
No, they do
changing
not go all the way
chocobos.
through. They are only for the local city-state.
Meow.
If you want to get between the big cities, you have to use the airships. Because no offense, I am not jogging it in these heels.
Why? They're so comfy. I mean, you don't seriously want to try jogging it in flats.
This is true, but still. Uda! And away we go!
Without you again. Sorry.
I swear, these are one-person airships.
I'd say they're a little big for one-person airships, but on the other hand, have you seen the seating?
What's seating?
No, neither have I.
Exactly!
Not built for extended journeys.
I still want a chocobo carriage as a multi-person flying mount.
Oh god, yes.
They're like perfect, and I'm like, why aren't they in the game? You've already got the model.
Yeah. Admittedly, it would be one of the bigger ones they'd have.
Yes, and the whale is...
Almost that big.
Yeah, but a chocobo carriage can carry 4.
Or more. I mean, if I remember right...
Actually, we want to go to Hustings Strip.
You know, when you're on the thing initially, both, what's his name, the merchant/agent, and the twins are all on the opposite side from you, and the bench isn't even crowded. That implies seating for 6.
I think you're thinking of the Bryn brothers.
Yeah. I can never remember their name, any of them.
Yeah, I do have the whale. I think I might have the chocobo feathers for the drought, but I'd have to see.
And of course, our remains have the cars.
Cars.
Oh, one each.
Theron has a car, you have a car.
Yep.
And then Theron has the amber draught, which he absolutely adores.
Mm-hmm.
And is very grumpy, it took him so long to get. Severin.
You've come on behalf of Jandalain? Why, I just furnished him with a fresh batch of my special creations last week. I realize the man's services are in demand, but it would be physically impossible for him to exhaust the entire supply so soon.
Do not underestimate that man's.
Stolen, you say? An unfortunate turn of events indeed, if not entirely unexpected. You see, the man is something of a genius, and genius often misunderstood by modest minds. Trust me, as I speak from extensive personal experience. Yes, great minds must band together in trying times, lest the realm be deprived of our talents. And so I command you, deliver this parcel to Jandalain with all speed.
Yeah, this runs you everywhere. And now back to Limsa Lominza.
Well, with a quest like this, why visit one city when 3 will do?
Also, I will note Either they did some really interesting forethought into this quest chain, or it came in via Stormblood.
I get a feeling it came in around Storm. Well,
I'll
Stormblood?
explain why once we finish the chain.
From what I recall, I think this is more Heavensward era.
Airship landing.
And back to Limsa Lumensa.
Yep. Land of pirates. I see you missed the boat again.
No, it left without you. Again. I have to say, those things really turn on a dime.
I'm just amazed we're only spending 120 gil for private chauffeuring.
Yeah. They make it up in volume.
They must have a lot of airships to do that, though. Oh, it looks like the fog rolled in.
It sure did.
And to the drowning winch. Checking with the disgruntled maiden.
Yeah.
Scrimped and saved my family fortune for 6 moons, only to go out and encounter this raving of a loon. It's like the calamity all over again.
That's an interesting view of the calamity. If there is an ounce of compassion in you, friend, I beg you, retrieve for me the tools of my trade. For I am none other than Jandalain, the package from Hananza. A sealed parcel that, from the sound of it, houses a metallic implement of some sort. Package from Beaton. A parcel containing a piece of woodwork. Package from Zavarian. A parcel containing assorted vials of varicolored liquids. Could this be? Yes! I can feel it! The light returns to my eyes! Power courses through my fingers. I live! I take back everything I said about accusing you of having too much fun with this. And as I live, this unspeakable embodiment of ugliness must die! Begone, foul demon! And so I ask, how do you feel, madam?
Why, it's as if, but a single magnificent moment, I've traveled beyond the void and returned to life as the embodiment of all that is beautiful in the world. Could it be? Yes, it must. How else do you explain such a power? You are the one whose coming was foretold. Yes, you. You are the aesthetician.
In the flesh, madame, I am Gendeling, crafter of coiffures so divine that Minfina herself doth begrudge my clientele their beauty. But let us speak of you, madame. For where a moment ago stood a fashion-challenged frump, now there stands a beauty reborn.
That always gets me.
Wow! 2. And you are the one I must thank for reviving my soul, that I might once again bestow my gifts on a realm bereft of beauty. A kindness I intend to repay in full. Don't put yourself out. Don't really.
No, I like my hair. It's nice the way it is.
Do you feel that your own hairstyle is becoming passé? Fear the specter of ugliness threatening to consume you? Fear not, friend, for it shall not survive my wrath.
I don't like this. Oh, I guess I'm okay.
I'd forgotten the theme for this. As the madame before you, as this very realm home from an abyss of unfathomable drabness, you shall rise anew. My clients have been known to make reservations moons, even years in advance, but you shall know no such troubles. No, for proving a staunch ally to good taste, when all others turned a blind eye, I gladly place myself at your beck and call. Yes, the next time you find yourself plagued by aesthetic ennui, you need only ring the crystal bell from the comfort of any inn room at which you have taken up lodgings. Jandelaine shall hasten to the scene. Yes, in a flash, the dreary, uninspired life you have hitherto known shall end. You shall travel to the realm beyond and return to us as our beauty reborn.
He's just so over the top. It's awesome.
I may be exceeding the amount of cheese I normally reserve for
Hildebrand?
Hildebrand.
Excuse me.
I give you this as a token of the trust between us. Treasure it, for it is the key to a world of aesthetic wonders ordinary woman shall never know.
Oh, Master Chandelaine, do come back. I've not made my next appointment. That walk.
As for all of you out there wondering, yes, you really did just see that.
Oh, poor Theron has spent so much money with Jandelaine. No, my comment was, remember how this quest started out? They were talking about a murderer running around.
Uh-huh.
With long blades.
Uh-huh.
That's part of the samurai quest chain.
Yeah.
Something we'll never actually see.
No?
I am not taking samurai.
I might.
Really?
Maybe. It could happen. I'd like to try it out someday.
True, true. Okay.
Well,
Let's
now
go do
that
my
I've
road
had
quest.
enough to feed Wisconsin.
Yeah, I think it's... Actually, I want to go this way. I think it's time to do my road quest. Stifled screams. It's staring at me, begging me, come do your class quest.
Yes, this needs taking care of. Or looking after, I'm not sure which. So, did we just generate the highlights reel?
Maybe.
I did not think I could go that far.
Oh, I've heard you go farther.
Yikes.
And this is why we do the stream, so we can have wonderful times like this.
Yes.
By the way, what is my system sound at? Oh, yeah, master volume's down. Okay, fixed. Yeah, I'm debating on whether I should put my have Jendelin take a look at my hair and put it up so I stop having shield hair.
But, it's nice big hair.
I know.
You need big hair.
I know. It's either that or spend a lot of time at Gold Saucer.
Jendelin can't do anything about the one thing that I want to do something about.
What's that?
The outfit.
Glamour plates, dear. Glamour plates.
Yes, yes.
Hey, Lodrin, can I go inside?
And while you do that, I will actually be out for a moment since it's all you for the next couple minutes.
Hi, Jackie. You're gonna make me do your lines and completely botch it, aren't you? Stifled screams. Jackie wishes to bring you in on a tricky assignment. Ah, Renna, just the mort I was hoping to see. You've some nasty trouble brewing. The client's on his way, so sit tight and pay attention. I'm calling Underfoot and the Stray in on this as well. It'll be a right little rogue family reunion. Jackie, the client's arrived. Our guest here has come from the Maelstrom Command. The confidential orders directed from the Admiral herself, so you know this won't be a simple job. I'm afraid your guildmaster speaks truly. 'Twas several days ago when an emancipated man stumbled into one of our camps seeking aid. Upon questioning the poor fellow, we discovered that he had narrowly escaped life of slavery. He claimed that pirates had raided his village, abducting him and many others to sell on the black market auction block. We dispatched a patrol to confirm the tale and found that the village almost completely destroyed. 'Twas a meager settlement without so much as a guardhouse, thus did its unkind fate escape our notice until now. You think these pirates never heard of the code? Pillaging honest coals and dipping their wicks into the slave trade? They're heading the right way for a good smacking. Aye. Though it ain't set down in so many winds, the code's notoriously unforgiving against those who raise weapons against the weak. After all, the first pirates in these parts were coals that were fleeing oppression in the northern seas. Ignoring your history and you risk becoming what it was you most hated. So, you've a mark for us then? That we do. From the description given to us by the escaped villager, we determined that these lawbreakers are members of the Jolly Merchants, a pirate crew in possession of an official privateering license. It appear, however, that their privateering has been naught but a screen behind which to hide their illicit activities. One can only imagine how many other Lominsan citizens have fallen prey to these wicked slavers. And we've let it happen right under our noses. Naturally, the Admiral desires a swift resolution to this indignity, but merely tracking down these poor souls who have already been sold is proving heavy taxing on our But merely tracking down those poor souls who have already been sold is proving heavily taxing to our allocated resources. We could throw more soldiers at the problem, but that runs the risk of drawing the small folks' attention and inciting undue panic. Thus do we come to the Rogues Guild for help. We ask that you eliminate the Jolly Merchant and liberate the villagers presently in their custody, and that you do so with the utmost discretion. Consider it done. When those nasty covils feel our short blades prickling into their backs, they'll enjoy but a brief moment of regret before the code is rightly enforced. All right, let's get to work. I'll be going after the Jolly Merchants myself. Underfoot, Vicab, you two lend your skills to the Maelstrom's investigation and see what you can whittle about the hulls that have already been sold. Rena, you're coming with me. I think you're ready for the next step in your education. Well, I've done worse.
You've been doing pretty good tonight.
Maelstrom officer. Your aid and confidentiality is a matter of great appreciated. We can now focus on coordinating with the Yellow Jackets to free those unfortunate folks already sold into slavery. Harry, these Jolly Merchants bastards won't be so jolly once we catch up to them. Cap? I've no doubt that you and Jackie can handle a few Eorzea pirates, but if you need an extra set of fobbles, just say the word and we'll be there. Jackie? Shall we get after those slaving cutthroats then? Our client tells me that the Jolly Merchant set sail from Ilport a few bells ago. Oh, they might even board an Imperial ship or two, but that's just some mummery that they're putting on to amuse the Admiral's swaths. I reckon the rest of the crew'd be back on land looking to sap the shackles on a fresh herd of cattle. And just to prove me theory right, one of the old jolly bastards got himself spotted creeping around the ruffians in lower La Eorzea. Sorry, give me a sec.
Bit of a difference there.
Yes, huge difference. There's a penny cove over by the Morbray docks by the name of Sarnwet. Will likely know the full story. He's more of a shipwright than a rogue these days, but he keeps his gazes keen for the guild. Head over and have yourself a prattle, and I'll join you soon like. Why did it have to be a Cockney accent? Ah! I'm sorry, I'm horrible. I'm horrible with Cockney accents. And we went lower, so we have to go to the upper decks. Might run a little overtime, but we did get kind of started late tonight. Fui. Fui, fui. Did I lose you?
No, I was just a bit slow reacting to you coming out.
Ah, sorry.
Eh. And the fog is still in.
Yeah, it is being super thick. Wow.
Not quite Thule fog, but it's getting there.
I'm sorry, I'm just remembering the first time Baron ever visited my house in Fallbrook, and the fog had rolled in, and I literally had to have him hang his head out the side of the car to go, okay, where's the line on the road?
I just remember, I forget where it was me and Colin were going, but someplace down towards San Diego where we kind of had to do the same thing on I-15. And it wasn't because of fog. The rain was that bad.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It was unique.
Run, young black chocobos chick, you can do it. Why can't we have chocobos yet? Oh god, someone just threw me a free company invite.
You and me both.
Yeah, that's gonna get declined. Yes, I'm declining that invite.
Thankfully, the guild spam is not
Really?
quite as bad as what
Really?
you got
Do you want
used
a
to
piece of me?
once upon a time.
Oh, it's been getting worse lately though. It's like, it goes through cycles of new guilds and old guilds and new
Yeah,
guilds and old guilds.
but still, it's never been to the point where you feel inspired to do a comic series is inspired partially by all the guild spam. Because, of course, that never happens.
Okay, that's still 20, so we're gonna wait on that one.
Mm-hmm. I believe next week your primary destination is probably Aleport. There's a bunch of 15s there.
Yes, yes it would be. But we need to get our unlocks done. They've been staring at us longingly, going, click us, click us. Is he up top or below? Looks like he's up top. Hello, Swarsant.
All day, every day, we toil here at the docks with naught but the sound of pounding hammers to mark the passage of time. If you've any tall tales to share, I'd be glad for the diversion. He probably says something else to you.
Oh, completely different. I know what you are. What can old Swarsant do for you? Hunted down jolly merchant slavers? Ah, well, that explains a few things. I was keeping an eye on the bustle about the docks, you see, when I spied an odd trio off in the distance. This rough-looking sod, one of your pirates, I'd wager, was prodding along another bloke and this poor skinny lass. I'd seen whips curs less miserable than those two being herded. Last I saw, they were heading south. If you want your saying about the slavery business is true, then that jolly merchant's not going to walk his charges all the way to the market. No, he's likely a boat waiting for him. And if I were the slaver heading south, my vessel would be hidden somewhere along Salt Strand. That don't leave much time. You said Jackie was on his way, yes? You best go on ahead. I'll point him in the right direction when he gets here. Yep, right in the middle of all the Kirkwin. Yay!
Excuse you.
Sorry. I am so done with this being sick business.
Don't blame you.
Up. That's our 11 o'clock signal. Do we dare stop here, or do you want to see it on through?
See it on through. That's fine.
Okay.
We'll finish this up, then go have a pint somewhere.
It's Limso Limenza. It's easy to find a pint somewhere.
Yep. Well, sometimes you find that they've all been drunk already by all the pirates.
This is very true. I mean, heck, maybe our pint was supposed to come out of that cask of ale that we had to dance for.
Yes.
But yeah, I just tried out their new little timer system.
Okay.
And there they are. At least some boat waiting for someone.
Oh, look, these guys are hunting targets.
Go have fun. Go kill things. You're good at killing things.
It's rumored.
Why is the rum burning? Swarson came through for us, eh? Now, what do we got here? This one looks like a charmer.
There we go.
Sodden move, I told ya. Me pig laid grandma almost quicker'n you miserable sacks o' shite. Or maybe you need another thrashing, is that it? You already forgot what happened when you tried me generous patience. I got a hunt log.
Are you getting my hunt log?
Yes, thank you for filling out my hunt log. I much appreciate it.
Especially since mine isn't done yet.
I'm sorry, please. No more beatings. We walked as fast as we could, but we need food. Water. Then get in the boat and shut your traps. You'll get fed when we reach the other side. The other side? Where are you taking us? Are ye challenging me, or just plain daft? I told ye to keep your bleeding mouth shut. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. Leviathan scaly arse, you're weeping again. Listen, we'd heading to Aleport, all right? That's where me and me shipmates gather to take stock of the merchandise and decide what gets sold where. You see, some buyers only want lads, while others are looking for lasses. And long as we keep them rich bastards happy, we make more coin than we ever did scraping with the Empire's war galleys. Now that you care about not that you care about that, I suppose. What matters to you is that you'll be loaded on the next jolly merchantman sailed off to God knows where, and Lims'll be a distant memory. So if I was you, I'd fill that empty belly with one last big gobful of sweet Ocean sea breeze. I'm sorely tempted to put a blade twixt his eyes right here now, but that won't get the job done. No, we'll let him guide us to his mates in Aleport, and then we'll mill the whole bloody lot of them. The jolly merchants get their due, don't we? Don't you worry about that. They're gone. We best hurry to Aleport. Unless ye a quicker way, there's a ferry what leaves the Candlekeep Quay. I'll meet ye across the water, lass. Oh, I think I hear a Baron.
Yep.
Hello, Baron. Welcome home. We are still streaming. My computer hates me.
It knows it's being put out of the job.
Let's put it this way, we had to resort to OBS.
Right. So that can be part of the problem that stuff is being addressed tomorrow.
Knock on wood. But we're trying to get this one last quest chain done that we've been ignoring for the past, 3 weeks.
Right.
So, hello, Miss Ferry Skipper. I want to go to Aleport. Woohoo! 40 gil. Octavia says hi.
Baby.
Yeah, look at all those quests. We'll handle those next week.
Yeah.
Oh, we also need to remember to hit the Aetheryte in Swift Perch next week. It's kind of off our beaten track, but is kind of important. Jackie?
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Rena, that jolly merchant's cove's still with his captives. Seems they've taken a room under an alias. Humph. Hiding in their operation in plain sight. Bold as brass, aye, but it's also an old slaver's trick. See, even if someone Cole recognizes the merchandise, there's only a single handler to get bonded. Or boned. Yeah. See, even if some Cole recognizes the merchandise, only a single handler gets boned. The rest of the crew just whistles like all innocent, while their mate is marched off to cry cockles. And ye can bet there'd be threatened bloody murder for any prisoner that raises a hue and cry. Patience now, lass. We'll just wait until we're sure that all these black guards have arrived. Meanwhile, you better sharpen your stabbers. We've a busy night ahead of us. Ooh, I get to stab things? Ooh. Sorry, it's not
There's
you.
been a distinct lack of that lately.
Oh, we are going to stab things. We're going to stab them mightily. Ready for the job, then? Once the jolly merchants are here, we'll ambush the sods and set their captives free. Yes, I am ready to... I've got my stabbers and my feebles. That ought to be long enough. We'll just have to hope there ain't any stragglers. Listen close now, lass. The merchants disguise as plain old venturers and have settled themselves in 3 separate rooms here in Aleport. How do we whittle which coves are the merchants? Easy. Take a look at the daddles that the bingo swell culls over yonder. Oh boy. He's wearing lavender gloves, the exact same type that the nasty sod at Saltstrand had on. That'll be how they find each other in a crowd. Of course, it's also how I whittled where each of the bastards was staying. I just snitched the hopless glazes over the company they keep, and ye can be sure you found your mark. So, here's the job all laid out for ye. We hit all 3 common rooms, mill the merchants quick and dirty like, and get those captives their bleeding lives back. All right? Oi! The storeroom door's been forced open! Someone thieving stod's been at the ale! Well, they can't have gotten far. Better get the lads and do a sweep of the port. Oh God, still yellow jackets are involved. Ugh. Was that the merchant cove gulping, pilfering ale? You'd think they'd be doing their best not to draw attention to themselves, all things considered. Bloody oafs. And now we got a swarm of yellow jackets buzzing about looking for blood. If they spot us wandering around in the dark mons, I have a feeling they'll axe first and ask questions later. It'd be best then if the patrols never even know we were here. So we do this all stealth-like, right?
Who do you think this is? Thief?
We'll slip in as sneaky as we can into each of the common rooms and use them to telltale lavender gloves to identify our marks. There are innocent coals in there as well, mind, so let's try not to stab any as don't deserve it, eh? I'm thinking we should head out one at a time. Better to avoid the yellow jackets. So I'll just let you take the lead. After you, Rena. Yay, I can sprint without losing stealth. We just want to kind of finish this up here. Yeah. This is a cove. Who gets a cove? Let's undo your bindings, little potato. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Didn't even mess up my hair. Do 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 do. Hello, Miss Yellow Jacket. I'm just going this way. And where is... There's our cove. Who gets a pair right between the ribs? And down he goes. I am free? Yes, you are, little man. Where's the third common room? It should be up here. And you get a stab. And these are the two that we saw at the cove. You are so welcome. Yes, you are. Now let's get you out of here. That looks like the last of them, and you didn't need my help. Back into the shadows, lass. Okay, Jackie, where are we going? Oh, look, they showed up anyway. So time for a bar fight. Yeah! And that is on the wrong button. Yeah, I know. Messing with my toolbar in the middle of a fight, not always wise.
Don't try this at home, kids. She's a professional.
Hello, Cardwin! We're just finishing up my road quest for the evening, and then we'll probably call it there. But I've been sitting on this for a couple weeks now, and we need to get it done. Maelstrom officer. I've just finished reading the report. In addition to liberating those unfortunate Lumenzen citizens, you've done much to cripple the Jolly Merchant's slaving operation. Thank you. The Admiral shall be most pleased.
And boy, if there's someone you want pleased, it's her.
Yeah, you do not want to mess with the Admiral. She's actually probably my favorite of the leaders of the world of Eorzea.
She's my favorite except for the other two.
Not a bad night's work, eh, Rena? The Maelstrom will be taking care of them poor culls we freed, and I've made sure none of the old merchants we drowned are like to get up again. As for the Jolly Merchantman, well, her crew can be expected to visit from the Admiral's finest galleys, and it wouldn't be for a tea and crumpets on the paddocks. Or the poop decks. Right, me naughty lass. Our part is done. Time to head back to the sisters. Excuse me, are you the ones who freed us? Aye, was there something else I could do for you, miss? The Maelstrom swaddles take you home, and if that's what you're worried about. Oh no, I just wanted to thank you. If I may, there was one thing I wish to tell you. Moments before you rescued me, the dreadful pirate was muttering into his cups. 'Twas something about another raiding party that had yet to make it back. Beg your pardon? It seems they'd been hunting for slaves in western Eorzea, and being so close to Aleport, our captors assumed that they were out rounding up chattel until last bell. I just couldn't bear the thought of anyone else suffering as I have. Please, is there naught you can do? There certainly is, miss. You just got yourself safely home and leave the stray pack of jackals to us. I will pray for your success. Thank you. Heh, so much for saving our victory pint. We'll send word of this development to Underfoot and the Stray. We've seen some well-earned trade for these last Jolly Merchants. By the by, how's your throwing arm, Rena? I think it's time I think it's time ye how...
Jail.
Jackie, I hate your accent! I think it's time I learned ye how to fling a proper blade. When you're out in the wide open rough-mens, you often find need to sting a cove from a distance. And I'm sure a canny lass like yourself figures all sorts of use of a well-thrown dagger. Just keep it in mind for when we hunt down the rest of them slavers. Yay, throwing daggers! I finally get my one ranged ability that isn't like tied up in mantras.
So the quest actually completes here instead of forcing you to go back to base.
No, it continues.
Oh, but they give you the ability and everything.
Yeah, and I'm gonna need it. Put that on my throwing bar.
You're throwing a bar? Okay then.
Something like that. Slave to the code. Jackie is determined to track down the remnants of the Jolly Merchants.
Okay, I figured that'd be like the level 20, but okay.
Nope. This is the level 15. The level 20 gets crazy. Those last few Jolly Merchant bastards must be camping out somewhere in western Eorzea. Now, if I were a black-blooded, gold-grabbing slaver, where would I be hiding? There'd be not to the west, but the Sahagan pools, and even those bollocks for brain pirates know better than to trespass on fishback territory. And now they won't have a chance running into patrols near Aleport, so they'll just leave east. The flock? Aye, they'll likely be nested down in the ruins out amongst the dodos. That's where we'll try to pick up the trail. You head over and snilch the place while I send word to the sisters in the Maelstrom.
Really?
Yes, really.
Wow. I did not think this quest was going to be quite this big. But okay then.
I tried to warn you. I kind of failed, didn't I?
I figured it'd be like the others, which is about ready to wrap up. But no, it has to be one of the big ones.
Now, to be fair, we did get almost a half hour late. Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
Hold on a moment. Actually, you go on ahead. Yeah. I need the puck actualing as well. You go on ahead. I can complete your hunt log for you. No, I can't. We're not pretty.
And I didn't get credit.
Really?
No.
Pretty up.
Fine. Be that way.
Now go on ahead, and you'll get free credit.
I'll at least tag them. There.
No, you don't.
Oh, and look at all these hunt target dodos. I'll ignore them for the moment.
That better?
Actually, I don't think I got credit.
Really? Oh, I wouldn't be surprised
got-
if you didn't get full credit.
I got 1 of 3.
One? The heck, guys? Meow.
Oh, and look at all those buccaneers. Oh, and by the way, because square.
Meh.
I'm not even going to try and pronounce that. Beguiled
Oh.
boy. Yes, I want to jump into the level sync.
Figuratively.
Thank you for freeing us. We've been tied up here since those awful pirates snatched us from our beds. Those are some interesting looking dodos you got there, Renna. No sign of the merchants though, eh? Their leader mentioned heading over to Aleport. He said something about there being no signal and that there was a signal that something was wrong. They just left us here hobbled like lambs for the market. One of them jabbed about keeping the meat unsullied in case there was trouble. Pray let us flee this place before they return. And who are you to be sidling in and set loose our hard-won prizes, hmm? 'Twas the damn thing. We'd have Our crew lodged in Aleport, and not one of them survived the night. Done in by a couple of sneaky curs that favored the short blades, they say. I'm supposed that was you two. Seem you've a bone to pick with our choice of trade. I can't say I've much use of... Excuse me. Jackie, I hate your accent. I can't say I've much use for slavers, except as a place to bury me knives. Oh, and you wouldn't be bothering yourselves with waiting on your ship to come back, neither. The jolly merchants are done for. You might have the right of it, lad. But then you wouldn't know of the kind of coin 3 healthy slaves like them ones bring us. I've had a new ship and a new crew before a single moon has passed. You hear that, chattel? You're each worth a shining bloody fortune, and you've me to thank for helping you learn your true worth. Can I just stab him now, Jackie? Ignore the bleeding sod. In fact, why don't you step back a ways? They're getting out of Dodge! These coves are about to learn the consequences of breaking the code, and discussion is like to get messy. Did you not think we came for you? You think you can try and stifle your vacant screams in the dark ones, but the shadows are always listening. Yeah, the one with the cane. The one that's probably a healer. You go first. Oh god, it's the dodos.
Yeah, that is a lot. Nice.
Oh, that'll help. Oh, look at all those dodos. Yeah, I'm dealing with the dodos. I am so dealing with the dodos. Oh man, I could use some help dealing with the dodos.
Problem is, you're nowhere to be seen.
Yeah, I know. I'm hiding in the dark maws. Oh no, more dodos.
Always more dodos.
Look out, it's fit. Oh my gosh, we totally did it without... And now the Keb and Underfoot show up. A little late to the party, boys!
Just after the nick of time.
This is a fine pile of cordons. There's nothing for us to do. No scrapes for latecomers. I don't know what happens. Usually I'm like nearly dead and those two have to save my little fluffy tail, if I had a fluffy tail.
You're just that good.
Thank you. I shudder to think what horrible fate awaited us had you not helped us to escape. I knew someone would come, and you're just like the heroes in the stories. They always arrive in the perfect time and triumph over the villains. Do you think I could be a hero like you? I know I could be brave and strong too. I just know it. You don't want to be like me, lad. Listen now. Me and those coves over there, we're the ones of the scary folk are afraid of. And that's 'cause we keep the rules of this world they live in. We don't much care if you shirk your chores or get into fights. But if you break the code and betray your mates, then that's when we'll come after ye, no matter how far you run or how well you heed. Live your life like the hero you want to be, and you'll never need worry about that. Aye, you two can stabble it and all. Oh, look who's shown up. The little Miss Yellow Jacket herself. A little late to the party. I assume you are the citizens of whom were abducted by the Jolly Merchants. I am Captain Milala of the Yellow Jackets. Maelstrom Command has entrusted me with conducting you to safety. It's all right, lad. These folks will take care of ye. Now go. You'd best not get left behind. Was there else, Captain? Word on a new job? A job from me for you? How patently absurd. Why, I'd rather hire a sewer rat to mind my larder.
Now let's not get personal.
Was it during one of your jobs that you turned Aleport into a slaughterhouse? What dark ages is this that we must employ assassins to enforce the law? It is this continued dalliance with the underworld miscreants such as you that prevent Limsa Lomenza from ever fully expunging the stain of her piratical infection. Look at the weapons you bear. A civilized person would use such implements to carve meat or peel a fruit, and leaves them at the table where they belong. Do you perhaps clench them twixt your teeth as you swing over rails like the pirates you hunt? Our fair city has no place for those who refuse to abandon the brutish ways of the past. The only champion of justice this nation requires are the valiant and forthright soldiers of the Yellow Jackets. Jackie, what the bloody hells does this Cole want with us? I've not the foggiest idea, love. Just smile and nod. I've not come here to be patronized. I've come to put a decisive end to the piracy in all its forms. Consider this a visit, a gauntlet thrown at the collective feet of the Rogues Guild. Heed my words well. Just before dawn this very morn, a maelstrom vessel stocked with provisions and boarded and looted by pirates. Much of the cargo was stolen, and that is vexing indeed. But is the theft of 3 items in particular, 3 unique treasures of nigh incalculable worth that are most distressing to my martial colleagues. As for the brigands, they made well their escape, disappearing into the dawn's mist along with their precious plunder. A rum tale. What's it to do with us? I challenge you, a contest to reclaim these stolen treasures. Should my yellow jackets and I succeed in retrieving the greater share, I will formally propose the I shall formally propose the abolition of the Rogues Guild. Upon review of our achievements, the Admiral will surely concede that your unscrupulous institution has outlived its usefulness. Aye, blowed out your water. We've better ways to spend our me time. Oh, do you now? The incident constitutes a theft against the nation of Limsa Lomenza. Does that not validate your beloved code? If I'm not mistaken, you've no choice but to rise to the occasion. Unless, of course, you mean to slink back to your hull and abandon the fundamental precepts of your duty. All right. Ye screeching shrew. You made your bloody point. And ye'll all be sorry that you did. I promise you that. Your paltry promises amount to naught in the face of my conviction. I shall not rest until Limsa Lomenza is free of every last buccaneer, scoundrel, and shadow-dwelling ne'er-do-well. What now, Jackie? For now, we head back to the sisters. Oh boy. I forgot how crazy she is.
Return to base?
Yeah, but we're gonna do it the expensive way.
In a hurry. Don't blame you.
It is a half hour past your Betty Bye time. What do you think?
Trust me, I know this. Trust me.
I forgot how long this chain is. And the thing is they actually get longer from here on out. We might have to set aside a whole time slot for it.
Especially for some of the
You get nice short chains because you're a marauder. For now.
simple, direct, short, to the point.
You beat things over their heads with an axe. Ah, you're way over there. We want to go this way. Back to the dutiful sisters.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, good sir. Can you show me in? Okay, Jackie. For a wee lass, that Malala's got some bollocks. And it seems she's done well with some pirate stock. Humph. I don't take kindly to curs pulling my strings, but that sure is right. Code's been broken and we got a job to do. From the sound of it though, them coes knew what they were about when they cloyed those treasures. I'll need ye at your best. It's time ye learn the art of mugging. I get 2 abilities this round.
Oh, wow.
Rough up a cold just the right way and he'll give you up more than what ye got if you just plain knocked him out in his arse. Me and the lads will be busy whittling the story out of the bitten baubles, so you're free to head out and sharpen your skills. Maybe even be as ye pocket some extra blunt while you're at it, eh? Yeah, I'll take the pink cotton shirt. I learned the action mug. And that's it for my 15 quest. Oh, that took forever. I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah, I'm going, yeah, it'll be long. It'll take, like 15 to 20 minutes. No!
Yeah, let's head back to the inn and get ourselves a meal and call it an evening. Actually, this shirt the color actually works really nicely for me. Yay!
Mm-hmm.
I will have to keep this color in mind. Excuse me. Oh, my cough sounds horrible. I'm sorry, guys.
It has sounded worse.
Yes, it has. I assume you know the way?
Maybe? Who wants to know?
Coral pink. I will have to keep that color in mind. Unfortunately, I think that's one of the more expensive dyes you can make. Not one of the super expensive, but there you have it. Oh, look, they left out fruit and meats for us. Yay!
We're regulars. They
Thank
know
you
us.
all. I am so sorry it has run so overtime tonight. We did have a bit of a bugger getting the stream up and going, but
Oh, good lord.
we get to do it all over again tomorrow. Yay!
Let's hope so.
Wait. If all goes well, knock on wood, we will be streaming tomorrow night at 9:30 for our deep dungeon runs. So come and join us and see us face plant as soon as we hit floor 71.
Yeah.
You know it's gonna happen. One of these days we will see floor 72.
Yes.
In any case, you all have a great evening. Thanks for joining us, and we hope to see you again either tomorrow or next week.
Yes, been great having you guys here.
Be safe, all.